Right now, the entire market is tanking, like in this very moment. This has been going down by like 3% in the past couple minutes. And that's good. Why is that good? You want to buy when thing is low and then sell it when it's high. The weird thing is though, in us as humans, we think price is going down, now it's worth us, let's sell all of that. You kind of gotta get rid of that intuition that you have and do the opposite. Because when everybody sells right now, that's when you want to buy. Which is why I wanted to mention a couple coins that I think long term over the next year, whenever alt season actually happens, should do well. Also as a side note, I bought a little bit more Bitcoin. Probably I should have done that in this very moment, because we know somewhat bottomed out, hopefully, then it goes back up. But if you buy this at 114,000, at 80,000 or 190,000, if the goal is for this to go to $1 million eventually anyways, does it really matter if you get an extra 5%? Not really. So let's focus on a couple coins. Obviously, it's not financial advice, you're old enough, you get the point. When it comes to AI-based coins, one of the biggest one is Tau or BitTensor. I think, especially right now, when you see this giant dip right there, and it's on sale, 10% off just in this moment, might be a good time to accumulate. If it's up by like 20% in the past day, 15 to 20, from 330 up until 390, might be a good sign, now that it's cheaper than it was just like 7 hours ago, to get into that. Should you buy it? I don't know. But when you diversify what you have, this might be on the list for that. When it comes to most categories, I thought about you just buy like the top 2 or 3 things in each category and then maybe find like one undervalued gem. But in all honesty, for most alts, it's hard to tell what happens next. Because let's say you would like Athena. That is down a lot in the past week, right? 22%. In the past month, 38%. It's weird though, because if the market goes up overall, why is this going down? If the market goes down, why is Bitcoin going up? It all seems quite random. So when you find something where you see the fundamentals and the work behind it and you see good team, I like the project, you know, not too bad, buy it and wait. And that is by far the hardest part. Now I do mention whenever I talk about coins, Alex the Man Becker quite a lot, but that's only because I like his way of thinking. It's simple. All you had to do was nothing. All you still have to do is nothing, enjoy. This is by far the hardest part you can do. Pretty much every single issue in your life is mentally and self-made. Like issues don't exist. And if we think market right now going down is an issue, then it's an issue. If you think it's a buying opportunity, it's positive. So it's the exact same thing. But depending on how you look at that, it's either positive or negative. And I think goal for this is to hit 1 million eventually, so it's worth as much as gold, which I would assume should happen. So none of this right now matters. If I were to draw it right now in Paint, if we are here and we're not so happy, and then in the future we want to be happy because it's at $1 million, that's a lot of dollars. That's like a 9x from here. Does it really matter what happens in between if it goes here anyways? What do you want the money for, if you think about it? Also, why the fuck is this so big? Don't get a 49-inch screen, it's too big. If you were to buy Bitcoin right now, and then it goes up by 30%, do you want to sell it? Probably not. Right? You want to hold it long term for whatever goal you have in mind. And then once the goal is reached, what do you do with the money? Do you want to spend all of it, and then you have nothing left to invest? Also kind of pointless. So if you change your way of approaching investing and buying things and holding it long term, then the short term ups, downs, gains, whatever, they don't really mean much. Obviously, once you have a security net, this is a lot easier to say, especially when you have barely any expenses. But that's how I think about this long term. I do not care what this does. When it goes down a little, I just buy more, accumulate, done. Also, for all the other coins I'm about to mention right now, I did the math for last bull run. If I would have never bought anything ever besides Bitcoin, I would have more money now. So while gambling on altcoins is fun, there's a good chance for most of these that we buy them around here at like $1, they go up to $1.30, $1.40, and then they go down a lot. I think still long term, things like Jupiter, Meteora, Radium, any sort of decentralized exchange, can be Uniswap, can be SushiSwap, or whatever else happens next, Aerodrome for base, they should do well simply based on, I want to buy another coin, how the fuck do I buy it if they're not listed? Gotta use Dexes. Solana's the most used chain, or at least in, 30 years and younger for most of us, the most used one. So I would assume Jupiter long term goes well. And in the worst case, put in like $1,000 here, maybe it goes to like $3, so you get like a 9x on 8x, or just buy Bitcoin. Next thing, for gaming Superverse. Simply because Elio Trades seems to know what he's doing, I hope. Did last bull run, performed well again, built the entire time, we're up a lot, and nobody sold, and now we're down. Selling here would have been a great point. Did we do it? No. Should we do it next time? Yes, we should. So for me, the price target of this is $3. It's not even that high, so it's like a 6x from here. But once this reaches 3, so 50% more than all-time high, or like almost all-time high from last bull run, or like last year, you know what I try to say. I will sell most of this. Basically, most altcoins, when they do like a 5 to 10x, which should happen eventually, I will just convert that into Bitcoin. Because even though I like to trade here and there and buy a couple things, if we are fully honest, we have no idea what happens. The fact that Bitcoin is dumping right now is because of the tariffs that got announced and some geopolitical issues and all that. Can I change anything about that? No. Do I know what happens in the next 5 hours? No. So like, there isn't anything I can do anyways. None of us can do. So just buy and hold. Which is why the altcoins that I'm buying and holding right now, once they reach a certain point, I just convert them into the thing that I want to hold forever, or at least for like a very long time, and be happy that way. Because peace of mind is quite valuable. Next up for AI, super small coin. Becker talked about this last year. He's still mentioning this every now and then, and if it went up by a 4x or 5x last year, I think once alt season actually starts and we focus on more AI-based coins and this goes to like 200 mil market cap and does like a 15x from here, might be worth looking into. Plus, you know, limited supply, only 100 mil, like 3.5% is burnt, I think, based on that. Plus, it's only available on Uniswap, not listed on any exchange. Might be worth looking into. Speaking of Becker Man, who tells you that sell me your alts at French ladyboy panic prices and walk off, which he tweeted like 10 minutes ago. Maybe Neo Tokyo is going to make a comeback. I bought one of the NFTs for 7.5 ETH, like a year and a half ago, which was quite expensive, let me tell you that. But I'm holding the NFT long term because I assume and think, hopefully, with alt season and all that, and more crypto-based videos, and that taking off again, that is going to not just make a comeback, but also be worth quite a lot, considering that all the founders are in there, and they're limited NFTs, and I just try to cope here. So I think the NFTs right now, they're worth like 1.5 ETH-ish, which means I'm only down 6. But because it's internet money, it's not real. And instead of 7.5 magic coins, I now have a picture. That's a lot more. It's worth a lot more. Next one is Asta. I talked about this 4 months ago, and you know what I thought? Nothing special. I didn't care. So did I farm the airdrop? Not really. Did I think this would be a good project? Honestly, no. No, I didn't. Turns out I was wrong. A lot. Like, quite a lot. Went up to like $2 and something cents. I think the airdrop was earlier or happening right now for the second season of trading. I would assume once the next airdrop is finished, that should go to like $5 or $10 and easily overtake Hyperliquid. Reason being, they not just have way more exposure right now, most people know about this, and they get from like 0 to top 40 in like a week. But also, once the airdrop is finished and people sold all their token, that's when there's much less sell pressure and number goes up. I'm still not holding it, but I think it would have been a good investment like somewhere down here. Before 50 cents. I even saw the tweets at like 70 cents and still thought, nah, I don't like it. Don't trust your gut too often. Next up, penguins. I like the penguins. When the penguins came out and everybody, whoever used Solana, got a free airdrop, I decided to sell all my tokens, which was obvious because if there's an airdrop happening and people get free money, they want to get that money and take it out. And then the price went down 90%, which is obvious. But the team behind it is great. They partnered with like Visa, MasterCard, Binance, some of the biggest things out there in crypto and like traditional finance. It's a cute penguin. And you know, since like the half a cent prices, we're up quite a lot. Luke Bellman and other crypto people, they also like it too. They're some of the most active ones. And I think this is better than Doge, like marketing wise. And side note, but when I talk with people and they send you GIFs, and it's not a GIF, it's a GIF. Let's say in WhatsApp, for example, right? And you text on without even knowing that it's crypto-based, they use the penguin. They they use Pudgy Penguin GIFs and animations or whatever, and emotes, emojis, whatever, which is a good sign. So it like breaks the barrier between like Web 2 and Web 3. I like that. Is it going to go to $1? I hope so, because then we have infinite money and we can buy. What do we buy if we have infinite money? We will buy a penthouse in Miami, rent a Lambo from Cario, and then make Instagram videos and sell a course. That's the goal. That's the long-term play. I like Penguin. I hold the Penguin. And lastly, I'll make a video on this tomorrow, just as like a short mention before. Pikamoon, gaming based. They want to release their Pikamoon game in Q4 of next year. And they have a sale happening for that on Solana, starting in a day and a half from now, on October 12th, 2 p.m. UTC. Now, what is happening exactly is hard to tell, because they had a token before, and then migrated that to Solana, and now they relaunch on Solana, and they have a giant game studio, and they developed everything. All I can say is when it comes to marketing alone, like we completely ignore the game, the development behind it, we ignore everything and just focus on marketing. They know how to market. Marketing is great, because they have like giant influencer campaigns, all of that. So I would assume, at whatever this one launches, probably going to go up a lot at first, come down, stabilize, and then the quality of the product has to take over. Just a couple thoughts on the market. Again, when it comes to crypto, don't take this too seriously, which is difficult to say when you're attached to money. But if you treat this as pure gambling and the price right now does not reflect anything of the future, it's easier to stay in here. Because when I started, like 5 years ago, quite a long time ago, I also checked the price every single day and thought if it goes up by like 10%, I should sell and make some money. And then it keeps going up and then you buy and then it goes down and you're like, oh no, I lost money. This is not fun. So the best thing you can do is, which takes quite a long time, but once you get there, it's a lot nicer, fully detach from this number. This right here does not matter. The current year doesn't matter. If you want this to be worth like $1 million in 2032, great. Then you don't have to do anything but buy it now and wait. Which is really boring and probably the hardest thing you can do. Every single issue you have is man-made, comes from your own mind. And you will think that you know it better. I learned, like every other trader ever, you probably don't know it better. Obviously there's some people that do, but to think that you're the exception of the rule. The average person thinks they're about average. So, I will leave you with that. For my own math, based on my own trading and the own coins that I bought, even if I buy some of them down here and they go up by like 3 or 4x or whatever, based on my overall profit, win, loss and all that, I noticed I'm not a day trader. I don't buy and sell. That only loses me money in the long term. If I would only buy this and do nothing else ever, like the most normie advice you can think about, I would have made more. And if you take like 1 or 2% of your portfolio and buy like other small coins, like the ones I mentioned or whatever else you like, it might go well. It might. But then if you get like a 5x, take like half, buy Bitcoin, be happy. Because it's great if you have money right now, if you make some, but if your future self loses that, then you don't have any. That's not fun. Yeah. Don't buy stupid shit, buy Bitcoin, be happy. See you in the next video. Take care.